and welcome to the first video of Made with Grace. Today I'll be showing you the different tools in Cricut Design Space that are found in the bottom right. These are Slice, Weld, Attached, Flatten and Contour. If we start with Slice, I'll show you how to cut your name from a circle as an example. So we'll start with a circle and then we'll add our name and lay the name over the circle where you want this to be cut. When you've positioned this, you want to select both items and you'll see that Slice is now available. When you hit Slice, you'll now see that three different layers on the right hand side, your original circle which now has the name cut out, the original name you started with and the cut section of the name too. I'll separate these out to show you. Just a tip when slicing, you can only do this with two separate shapes at one time, so try not to select three as this won't work. The next item is Weld. Now this is great for writing. Again, I'll show you with my name. I usually like to use the font Babette. You'll see that with this font there's a lot of space between the letters, so if you go to the top and look for letter space you can set this to 0. If that's not quite enough you can set it to higher or lower. Sometimes with fonts I find that by closing the spacing the capital letter sort of squishes into the rest of the letters. So what I do in this instance is I go back in, delete the capital letter and then make a new text item with the capital and add this separately. Once the letters are lined up, we can select them all and hit Weld. What this does is the Cricut at this point will try and cut the flick of the R as well as the curve of the A, which will slice both letters in half. We don't want that, so by welding it makes it one outline to cut. Next up we have Attach. This is great for space saving. It saves on materials and it saves space on a mat. If we start with two items, let's start with the Bernie Sanders meme sticker I made and the head from Lady Whistledown from Bridgerton. If you've not watched it, I definitely recommend that you do. If you have these two items, if we resize them quickly and adjust, say for instance we want them close together to save space on the mat, we put them together, we hit make it, and you'll see that the design space has actually separated these out on the mat, which we don't want. So if we go back in to Canvas, select both items and hit Attach, you'll see that these have now become one item, and when we hit Make It, you'll see that they'll stay where we want them to. Next up, we have Flatten. Now I use this for stickers. Before I had an iPad and Procreate, I did everything old school on Paint, so I have my images that I've drawn, had to be the Jonas Brothers. You'll see the black background is in front of the image, and this is where the layers can be important. You can adjust these at the right, or you can right click and amend. I changed the background to white as that's the colour we want, and adjust the size of the image inside. Once we've done this, we select both items and hit Flatten. This then makes it one image. You'll see that the little white black outline has disappeared, and there it will cut around and make your sticker as you want it. Hello and welcome to the first